Hello. Greetings. How you doing? This is the first video for a series of sketchbook reviews that I'll be doing. It's a way for me to not categorize, but like digitize sketchbook stuff virtually for preservation. And it's a chance for me to walk through old sketchbooks and just talk to you about them. My name is Miguel Coronado. I'm a concept artist and illustrator and living in London, and I have sketchbooks dating back to when I was in first grade. I have drawings from back then. So what I'm going to do is start kind of like a weekly walkthrough where I go through and just flip through the pages of the sketchbooks, post them online, and then there'll just be a way to archive these things digitally in case anything were to happen to them, just so that the memories are kind of preserved somewhere. So the first book I pulled out, I got it from, I'm just going to start from the leftmost side of my closet and go to the right. So I don't know how many books I have, but I've started doing sketchbooks back when I was in 4th grade. So some years I would complete like a full sketchbook. Some years I would do like 2 sketchbooks. As I got older, I started doing more sketchbooks throughout the year. And there's some years, more recently, I didn't do as many sketchbooks because I work less in Procreate. So that's kind of the gist of it, and we'll get started. I'm going to turn on my camera. Let's see here. There's the desk, my mouse, and we're just going to walk through the pages of the book. I believe I have everything ready to go now. But yeah, if you're live in the chat and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't think anyone's here yet though, but I need to get it started to record. So this is the first sketchbook I pulled out. It's from it's a more recent one. It's from 2016. The sticker here, Shmoo, that's a band my brother used to be in. And then I have a LACMA member, the LA Museum of Modern Art. That's the sticker there for the membership. And then I have a just illustrated sticker that I got from a convention somewhere. But yeah, so this is the first sketchbook we're going to walk through. Some of these books are going to be thicker and full of more drawings. Some of them are going to be thinner. It just depends on the book, really. But let's get started. First things first. I always write the who gave me the book. So this one, let me make sure this is in focus. There we go. This one was a gift to myself for my 30th birthday in 2016. Let me refocus this actually. So now it's out of focus. There we go. Perfect. And I'm just using my iPhone to connect and get these footage. But the first thing I drew in here was Colin. He's a little character of mine that I've been drawing for years. This version of him this is like what, almost 9 years ago. This is an old version of him that I used to draw. The new version that I post on TikTok looks much different than this one. I mean, he's still the same design overall, but like the proportions are very different. And it looks like back in 2016, what I had was, let me make sure this is focused. Yeah, okay. Back in 2016, I had this little to-do list, and then I had to create Christmas cards, and then this is like a list for like the different people I need to do Christmas cards for. And then I have this work stuff, create comps for portfolio, and then these little houses, these are actually for Colin. I was thinking of, hey, what's up, man? Brent's in the chat. Um, these little houses were for Colin, and they were me designing his like little home, and I was gonna do like a little children's book. So, up to 9 years ago, I had imagined doing something with Colin, but it took me about 9 years to start doing something. And then here are some of the characters. Let me move my T real quick. Move my T. Move the mouse. I don't need the mouse. Okay. So, let's see here. I have some, looks like some monsters. I kind of like, it looks like I've got some kind of a scarecrow dude. It's really faint right here, but there's a scarecrow man I sketched out. And then it looks like I was just doodling out some scarecrow ideas. Had a pumpkin here. And then these are some of the characters that I was designing. And if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you'll know that I draw these characters every day. The only one from is that in focus? The only one from that remains is Gordon. These are all test characters, but Gordon is the only. He's this one right here. He's actually in the daily comic I do, but I reversed his colors. So Gordon has dark spikes and lighter skin, but his design hasn't changed. And then this is like a scribble page. We're going to find a lot of these in these sketchbooks, these scribble pages, where it's just me kind of like, let me just move it down a little bit. There we go. We're going to find a lot of like scribble pages where it's just me doodling out ideas. So it looks like I have some kind of idea for like a scissor-headed crow. I don't know, I don't know what that was for, but it's like a knife head crow. It's kind of a cool idea. I don't know what it would be used for. And then over here on this page, it's just some quick doodles of some monster dude with an axe face, and then again this like knife-headed bird. And then I have like this brown ink pen that I was using, which is kind of cool because I don't normally use that anymore. There we go. Just making sure this is in focus. Let's go to the next page. Oh, this is cool. This is some kind of like a sea anemone. Sea anemone? See, you know those creatures that sting? This is like a mermaid, but like she is the sea anemone. Eldritch creature with scissored tendrils, yeah. So this was for Black Tide, my fantasy world that I'm building slowly. But she's one of the like the sea witches. And then over here, it looks like I have a list of the names of the sea witches, 7 witches of the sea. And then I have like this like a doodle of like a squid witch. And then here it's like this like eldritch kind of dudes down here. And lots of this is like design sketching, so I'm just drawing the same things, like kind of different variations, and just getting the ideas down. But this one's pretty cool. This one might be worth taking a picture of and finishing in my iPad. You know, finishing an old painting from like 9 years ago. That might be cool. That's one of the other reasons I want to do these sketchbook videos, is that I want to be able to call out moments that are cool and that I can like draw from my own past ideas and just, you know, create new ideas, create new artwork. Witches, goblins. Let's move it over so you can see. Some witch ladies. Witches, vampires. Witches and vampires are common like nonsense doodles for me, so I'll just draw those like all the time. And then here with some of the Colin house ideas, you can kind of see down below. different ways we could maybe draw Colin's house. I figured he lived on a little island. And then just more house ideas. So none of these, we didn't use any of these because I don't, in the comic he just lives in a white void. But I could probably draw his house sometime. And I'll take some of these ideas. Like I like this one here, this like double, it's like peanut shaped house. And then this one here, that's kind of nice. This one was pretty cool too. This little like one here at the bottom. It's like it's almost like a jar. Yeah, so this is a whole spread of houses, ideation, and then even more. So I was taking that jar idea and fleshing it out some more. And then I had some like crooked like house like ideas, and then just different ideas for how we could do this house. And then over here, this was fan art for the movie Wizards. I don't know if you've seen Wizards, but it's a film from like the 70s, I think. And it's set in the future when magic and science are fighting each other. And there's this killer android, and this is my redesign of the killer android. But like it's just these quick thumbnail doodles. So you can kind of see like, I'll move it up so you can see it more. It's like just kind of thumbnail sketches, and then like a more detailed leg study, and then like yeah, so I'm kind of transitioning thought process here. And then looks like here just some random page doodles and scribbles. I was focusing on some leg studies of this robot leg. Interesting scribble faces. And then over here, oh, this is about I just did a story on TikTok and Instagram called Colin and the Grudge. This was the original writing for the Grudge story, but I think it was between, the original story was between a character called Susie and Gordon. And so this is my like page planning. So like here it says, Susie said, I will not go to see Gordon. I will not wave or even say good morning. You see, one day in May, Gordon forgot to say hey, so I've been here in my room just to scorn him. So it was a rhyming story originally, and it was more involved, like children's book. I kind of summed up the story and boiled it down to like the essence of what I wanted it to be for the TikTok and the Instagram version. But this might be something to revisit because I like this rhyming scheme here. Susie's grudge was ugly, big, and loud, and a bother. She remembered why it came, and it had started with her brother. Brother. Anyway, so these are the plans for that. And then here's like the page layout plan. So like page 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4. Kind of like Colin left the two siblings to work out their feelings. He went home to find his grudge had gone. Yeah, so this is about Colin and his grudge, and he goes to visit another character with their grudges. And then here's another drawing of Colin. So this was like 9 years ago. This is 2016. So this is like probably the first year of Trump's very first election too. So I think I was kind of feeling the whole year, the blues of that year, much like now. But yeah, here's Colin. This is how I drew him before. If you follow, like I said, if you follow on TikTok or Instagram, he looks different now. And then creature ideas. Bunch of creature ideas. Let's see if I can move my T real quick. And so this one, does bummer rhyme with bother better? Maybe bummer, yeah. Okay, these are all just monster heads. This one's really cool. This like pockmarked face. This is probably the only one I like after seeing this now. And then a bunch more monster heads. Just doodling ideas. Oops, low battery. Stay the. Let's get into the book then. My phone might be creeping to die. Here, let's do this. Let me pull my charger cord, and then we'll continue in a second. Let's just pull this over real quick. I'll be right back. There we go, back at it. I'll cut that out for the YouTube video, but if you hear live, sorry about that. Let's see, video. Okay, monster heads. This one at the end's kind of nuts. I guess I should show them this way. Nothing too special. Nothing to like expand upon. And then we've got this tech king, robot king. Yeah, robot king dude. Some sketches of just some random robot heads now. This robot guy, I sculpted him in ZBrush, so there's actually a ZBrush render of him I used to use in my profile photos, but I made that back in 2016. So that's kind of where he's from. That's the original design for him. And then over here, this is me like iterating on that design. So like, I knew he's going to be kind of like a king, robot king. Just figuring out how to make him look. And over here we've got zombies. Like I said, zombies are my go-to like throwaway doodles. Okay, more robot heads. This is for a pitch I worked on for a friend. I was designing this like tech monster, and these are the early sketches for him. Let me move my, you kind of see. So yeah, this is all for that pitch. It didn't go anywhere, but these ones are really cool. I like these. Is that I want that. There we go. I want that to go away. I don't know how to get that to go away. There we go. Now go away. Okay. Yeah, so these are the tech heads. These are really cool. I like this guy up here. I think he was my favorite. This guy was kind of cool too. He's got like, it's kind of hard to see. He's got like these knives that come out from his top jaw. And then the one that they went with was like super like spherical. So that's kind of the one they went with. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite one. I think like I like these ones over here. This guy was cooler, I thought. And there's random notes here that I took. Okay. So hopefully people get some enjoyment out of this flipping through, because flipping through other people's sketchbooks is something that I always love doing. But if you're just joining, remember this sketchbook's about 9 years old, so this is like 9-year-old, not 9-year-old, 9 years ago. This dog monster. This guy was cool too. This would be cool to paint up in Procreate. Take a picture of him, paint him up in Procreate. I think that'd be cool. The bottom drawing is okay, but the legs look really weak. The legs are basically not designed. But this guy here, taking a picture of him and finishing him in Procreate could be cool. And then also getting the picture of that sea witch, finishing her in Procreate would be cool. So I think I'll do that. I'll take pictures of each of them, and those will be some more side projects that I stream later on. Werewolf ideas. These are an idea. The werewolf head comes out the stomach. The werewolf is like splitting him apart. Some cool werewolf ideas. And these are some notes for an idea that Josephine and I had that we might actually expand upon later this year. So I won't go too much into it. Uzumaki fan art. I was planning out an Uzumaki piece. So this is like some of the planning for that. And then a friend of mine had a project he was talking to me about, so I wrote notes down for that project. This is just study stuff. So here I'm planning out a Gundam piece I did back in I never finished it. I never did this piece, but I was planning out a Gundam piece over here, and I was just starting it. And then this is just me practicing perspective drawing. I used the book How to Draw by Scott Robertson, I think his name is. How to Draw. And it's just more perspective drawing. It's interesting being able to do the perspective drawing and do it correctly, but it's not my favorite kind of drawing, but it's good to know. Here's more of the Gundam stuff I was doing. It's hard to I'm trying to do like a realistic Gundam, but it's hard to you can't really redesign it because it's the Gundam. And then over here this alien. Let me move it out of the okay. It's hard to see, but this is a xenomorph. We're almost through it. Some color. Wolverine. Looks like I was doing Sabretooth. Wolverine. And I think this is for a birthday gift for my dad. I drew him Wolverine and Sabretooth. Yeah, this is all for that. Practicing. His arm looks terrible. Practicing a pose. Just trying to figure out how to draw him out the way I want. I was thinking about doing him in that actually this is for that project I talked about. This is me redrawing that monster dude. There's Sabretooth, and then these are gesture drawings. It looks like wherever we were, someone was playing pool, and I'm drawing this person playing pool. Probably make it easier to see. This is some gesture drawings. Wolverine, doodle, Wolverine, doodle, anatomy studies. I think this is actually me going to life drawing with a friend. So this is like the model from the life drawing. I had like a different angle where she's bent over, and then there's another version of her. I think that was at Brainstorm School back in LA. Yeah, this is all Brainstorm School, so it's just different life drawing poses, but this is actually from being there with the model. remember her. I follow her on Instagram. I think I still do, actually. But it's all Brainstorm School. This is more Brainstorm. So what the Brainstorm School is a school, but they had these open life drawing sessions Friday nights, and you could just go and do life drawing Friday nights. This is a cool monster. This guy might be cool to paint in Procreate. It looks pretty cool. I like him. So that's 3 drawings we could maybe do in Procreate. We're almost done. I'm going to edit this video and upload it to YouTube, so if you didn't catch the stream, you'll see the full video on YouTube. This is a cool monster dude. I don't know what this is from. He looks cool. This guy is pretty cool too. I like this guy. This might be fun to paint. Some of these might just be fun to paint up, you know, like spend like maybe 3 hours painting, knock it out, just post it, you know, nothing crazy. Wolverine again. This is all practice for the Wolverine piece I did. So I'm trying to draw Sabretooth the right way. The thing was, the reason there's so many practice pieces is that it was a traditional piece. So I only had like one shot to like get it right, you know, in the actual piece. Oh, these are cool. Monsters. I like this one. This whip tongue head. Kind of looks like Stranger Things. A little derivative, but these monsters are pretty cool. This guy looks cool. This little plated monster was cool. Okay. Getting close to the end now. More life drawing practice. Just practicing like the figure. It looks like Captain Crunch. I don't know what that guy's doing there. Captain Crunch. Venetian Masks Slashers. Don't know what that's about. Oh, I know this guy here. This guy was like a android human hunter or something. Like he's an android person that hunts down humans. I was taking that idea from Galaxy Express 39. If you ever heard of that. We're almost to the end. Ninja Turtles. Just Ninja Turtles. I ended up doing a drawing for my cousin. That's what that was. And then just some like marker practice. Just robot girl giving the peace sign. And then I think this is the last page. Zombies. Last page, zombies. Zombie man. I'll make it closer so y'all can see it better. Screaming zombies. It's my go-to. Hero Turtles, yes. Okay, so after this video is done, I'll take pictures of 3 of the images and I will put them in Procreate and paint them. The Sea Witch, we'll finish her. The oops, my dog's barking. Video, but I wanted just to kind of get this going. Where was my guy? There was that robot man I want to do. Oh, here he is. This robot guy. So I'm gonna finish him in Procreate, and then the mermaid, the sea witch, and then there was one more. There was a third one. Oh, this guy. I think I'm gonna paint him up. I like him. I think those are the three. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I'll post this on YouTube. I'll edit out the parts where I fumbled with the camera, but I'll post this on YouTube, and there'll be more. I'm gonna call these memory lane videos, but this is the first one 9 years ago. Some of these are gonna go back way far. Some of these are gonna be like me from 4th grade, and some of them are gonna be like literally drawings from when I was like a 7-year-old kid, and then some of them are gonna be like last year. So it just depends on the one I pull. I'm just pulling them out of order, and we're gonna go through one for each session. But that's the session for today. Have a good day. I know Josephine's streaming a little bit later, maybe like an hour or so. So, catch her on her stream. Otherwise, I'll talk to y'all later. We'll turn off this, turn off that. Thanks for joining me.